Hi, my name is Shamekia Hunt, and this is my story. I was first diagnosed with breast cancer at 29 years old in 2010. My doctor called me and told me that I was in the very early stages of cancer, which is like stage zero. Which was a good thing. They found it really early, so I didn't have to get chemo treatments or anything like that. So I was on a medication. I decided to do the double mastectomy because of my age. The cancer could have came back. So I decided to do a double mastectomy. Was on medications for 3 years. When I found out that I had breast cancer, I have to be honest, I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I asked the question that everybody always asks: why me? What did I do to receive this sickness? And I was depressed. I really was. I was depressed, and I felt like my life was over. 29 years old, you never expect to hear that you have breast cancer. They tell you to get your mammograms at the age of 40. So I never thought that I would have to ever be dealing with this situation at 29 years old. So when my doctor told me that my test came back positive for breast cancer, I was really sad. I was heartbroken, and I didn't know what to do. But, after 3 days, I couldn't deal with that depression anymore. I decided to take charge and take my life back. After I went through the double mastectomy, of course, you have regular checkups with your doctor once a month. Then, depending on how good you're doing, it could go to 2 months and every 3 months. Like I said, I was good for 3 years, and there's this one particular test that came back higher than what it normally was. I want to say it's CA2927 or CA2729. I can't remember exactly what the test is, but that test came back, the numbers were higher than normal. So my doctor, of course, he went into it like, okay, this could be other things, because there's other things that can spike that particular test. Like, if you have heartburn, that could spike that particular test. So he sent me for a CAT scan, and I also had some more blood work done. And when he seen the cancer on the CAT scan, that's when it came back a second time in my liver and in my lungs. So when I sat down with him, and my husband was there, and he told me that, that it did come back stage 4, liver and lungs. He thinks I need to do chemo. I, of course, immediately started crying. Me and my husband, we have a son, and he was 13 at the time. And I just didn't want to leave my family. I didn't want to leave my husband. I didn't want to leave my son. And the first thing I asked him, so this means that I can die? And he didn't want to answer the question. He just shook his head yes. And I broke down. I really did. And it was hard to hear. It's hard to hear that your cancer has came back stage 4 in your liver and in your lungs. So yeah, it was really hard to hear. So it was a lot to process. I didn't know what to do. It's all new. Again, I gotta go through this again. Like I just went through it 3 years ago. Now it's coming back. Why is this cancer like why can't it just leave me alone? I started on a very aggressive chemo in 2013. So while on chemo treatments, I did six aggressive chemo treatments, and I ended up getting heart failure. So I had to stop chemo treatments now because the treatment that I was getting was damaging my heart. So now I have heart failure on top of still having the cancer. Now, the cancer came in my liver and in my lungs, but it's no longer in my lungs anymore. It's just on my liver. So my doctors then sent me to a radiologist. I had just one treatment with my radiologist, and I responded very well to the treatment. So I haven't, thank God I haven't had to get any more. My cancer is still on my liver, but it's just basically like dormant. Like it's sitting there, it's not doing anything. It's just because it's in a dangerous spot, I can't have it removed. So now I do get treatments. I get shots every month. I get 3 shots, 2 shots every month and 1 shot every 3 months for my treatments, which is a hormone therapy. I sit here right now still having stage 4 cancer in my liver, and a lot of people don't even know it until they talk to me. A lot of people don't even believe it because I'm extremely active. I'm not, I still have my sick days, but I don't let it stop me. I'm still working, I'm still living life, I'm living my best life, and I'm just not gonna let it stop me at all. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna show this cancer not me. I will say this as well. My doctor said that he's only had 5 patients that he had his entire career that has beaten stage 4 cancer. 5 patients. And so I looked at him and I said, get ready to add 1 more. And I meant that, get ready to add 1 more, because I'm gonna be your number 6. And to this day, he tells me I am his best patient, his favorite patient, because he knows I'm not gonna stop.